Our goal here is really to pull out the key takeaways quickly. We'll hit a 2-1 buy down, a new HELOC option, mobile home loans, and a jumbo reserve change.
Exactly. It's all about seeing how these, sometimes small shifts can actually open up different angles for borrowers or properties, all straight from the source material.
All right, first up is that 2-1 temporary buy down. Sounds like a strategy to maybe make listings move. How does it work according to the notes?
Yeah, the idea is the seller pitches in. They essentially fund a rate reduction for the buyer for the first couple of years. So year 1, the rate is 2% lower than the actual note rate. Year 2, it's 1% lower.
And then year 3?
Year 3, it snaps back to the original agreed upon note rate for the rest of the loan term.
Okay, so it eases the buyer in. The notes mentioned making listings more attractive. What's the real strategic play there for, say, a seller?
Well, it tackles that initial payment shock head on, right? Especially now. For buyers who are stretching a bit, that lower payment in the first 2 years, it could be the deciding factor. It helps the seller's property stand out.
Makes sense. A way to address affordability directly, even if the buyer needs to plan for that later increase.
Precisely.
Okay, let's switch gears. There was also news about a second TDH ELOC option. What's new there?
The main thing is who it's available for now. The notes say it's being offered for borrowers using WVOE.
Written verification of employment.
Right, or even no doc options. So think self-employed borrowers, people with maybe less traditional income proof.
Interesting. And anything else specific?
Yeah, it also mentioned this is broker channel only, and specifically noted no back-end rebate on this one.
Good details. Broker only, no rebate. Seems like targeting a specific niche. Okay, moving on to mobile homes. Lots of points there. Can you boil down the highlights?
Sure. So the programs detailed are strictly for primary residences. That's number 1. FICO scores. They can start lower, sort of in the 580 to 620 range, depending on the specific program tier.
Okay. What about loan size and down payment?
Loan amounts start at $65,000. LTV can go high, up to 95%. Terms are pretty long, up to 300 months, which is 25 years. And down payments can be as low as just 5%.
Those terms seem pretty accessible, but mobile homes often have tricky property requirements, right? What did the notes say?
Absolutely critical stuff here. The home must be on land the borrower owns. That's non-negotiable based on this. It also requires a foundation inspection, a specific one. And the title has to be converted to real property.
Meaning it's treated like real estate, not like a vehicle or personal property.
Exactly. That's key for the lender. Appraisals need to meet either UR or Triad standards. Those are formed specifically for manufactured housing.
Got it. And just to double check, still primary residence only.
Yep. The notes reiterate no rentals, no investment properties allowed for these specific programs.
Okay, clear requirements there. Finally, let's touch on jumbo loans. There was an update about reserves.
Yeah, this one seemed pretty significant. For jumbo loans under $1 million, the reserve requirement, it's been dropped to just 3 months.
Wow, only 3 months. For loans potentially close to $1 million, that sounds different. What's the practical effect?
Well, think about borrowers who have good income but maybe haven't stockpiled a huge amount of cash reserves. 6, 9, 12 months of reserves used to be pretty standard for jumbos. Cutting it to 3 months makes qualifying much easier for those folks.
So it could open up that specific jumbo market segment, the under $1 range, to more people.
That seems to be the implication, yeah. A way to maybe capture more business there by lowering that asset barrier.
Okay, that's a great wrap.